India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Mauritius Prime Minister Pravind Juggernauth jointly inaugurated the new airstrip and St. James's Jetty at the Agalega Island in Mauritius via a video conference. Both leaders also inaugurated 6 community development projects. The projects will fulfill the demand for better connectivity between mainland Mauritius and Agalega Island and also strengthen maritime security and foster socio-economic development in the region. The inauguration of these projects is a testimony to the robust and decades-old development partnership between India and Mauritius. The event is also significant as it follows the recent launch of India's UPI and RuPay card services in Mauritius on February 12th. Praising India as a global powerhouse, the Mauritius Prime Minister Pravind Juggernauth said that India's aspiring leadership radiates across the world.
As your inspiring leadership and statesmanship radiates across the world, the people of India and the Indian diaspora have strongly established themselves as a global powerhouse of values, knowledge, and success. Today, the people of Agalega are very proud of the developments that are taking place on the island. India's support to our republic is indeed far-reaching, and not later than yesterday, again, thanks to your special consideration towards our republic, Mauritius became the first country to adopt the Jan Aushadhi scheme. This scheme will allow our country to source some 250 high-quality medicines from the Pharmaceutical and Medical Devices Bureau of India. It will ensure access to quality medicines from India for our population, especially the vulnerable. And the launching of this scheme in Mauritius will benefit our people at large and will impart further momentum to India's partnership with Mauritius.
Mauritius's Prime Minister further said that the setting up of the airstrip is a fulfillment of another Mauritian dream.
The setting up of the new airstrip and jetty facilities in Agalega is the fulfillment of yet another Mauritian dream, which many generations have lived in their hearts. This could not have been possible without the assistance of India, which has entirely financed these infrastructural projects. Shri Modi ji, I wish to convey to you the profound gratitude of the government and the people of Mauritius for the special consideration you have given to our country ever since you assumed responsibility as the Prime Minister of the Republic of India.
And DD India's Akshay Dongre now joins us with more on this story. Akshay, well, the new airstrip as well as the St. James's Jetty, how much of a godsend is this?
Well, Mark, as far as these inaugurations are concerned by the Prime Minister of India and Mauritius, these are going to be game changers as far as the Indian Ocean region is concerned. Though historically India and Mauritius have been close allies, these projects are going to further boost the relationship between the people of India as well as Mauritius. As far as the infrastructure projects are concerned, including the St. James Jetty, the new airstrip in the Agalega Island, it is going to be a game changer as far as the tourism sector of Mauritius is concerned. Now, to understand the geography of Mauritius, the Agalega Island are about 1100 kilometers away from the mainland Mauritius Island, which people used to take about 2 days as far as traveling concerned via boats, and that used to be extremely tiresome as well as a very hectic exercise for the people who wish to travel from the mainland Mauritius to the Agalega Island, and that was the reason that the tourism sector in the Agalega Island was not flourishing. However, with the inauguration of this airstrip, it's going to be a massive update as far as the infrastructure capabilities of these islands are concerned. Now, there are two islands of Agalega. One is a northern island, one is a southern island. So while there was a small airstrip in the northern island, it was not large enough for cargo planes to bring in essential supplies from even the mainland Mauritius. It was just big enough for the small propeller aircraft to land on the airstrip. However, with the inauguration of this new airstrip, the Agalega Island are also expecting a massive boost in tourism activities as well as development in terms of infrastructure. And all of these projects entirely financed by the government of India are in fact going to be a massive update for the tourism industry, along with the infrastructure updates development for these islands that are geostrategically extremely important as far as the Indian Ocean region is concerned, given the fact that the massive amount of trade that goes through this particular region that has been seeing some difficulties in the past few months.
So Akshay, you did mention about the development partnership. Now, India has had decades-old development partnership with Mauritius. How has this strengthened actually maritime security?
Well, Mark, in the past few months, we have seen the vulnerabilities of maritime trade with the resurgence of piracy in the Indian Ocean region, as well as in the Persian Gulf and other parts of the maritime region. We have seen attacks on merchant vessels. We have also seen the increased need for strengthening of maritime surveillance in the Indian Ocean region, which through which about 60% of oil passes. Not just to India but to other countries of Southeast Asia, and countries as far as Australia require these routes for trade purposes. And with the resurgence of these threats to the maritime trade, the development of the jetty as well as airstrip in the Agalega Island is going to be a massive boost for the surveillance of these waters as well. And while there has been a propaganda of sorts that was being peddled by some elements as far as the nature of these airstrips are concerned, the Mauritius Prime Minister has also made it clear that the islands will be controlled by the government of Mauritius, and it is not a military base, but it is an infrastructure and development project that is for the good of the people of Mauritius as well as India, and is going to increase the trade activities as well as the connectivity of these islands to the mainland Mauritius and the rest of the world.
Now, Akshay, also UPI and RuPay cards became available in Mauritius this month. So how does this help in the socio-economic development of the region?
Mauritius has been a tourist hub for past several decades. It has been developing at a rapid pace, and what the people of Mauritius have been seeing as well is a huge influx of Indian tourists going to Mauritius for the serene islands and the beaches along with lagoons that Mauritius has to offer. And as Indians increase in the number of tourists who would travel to Mauritius every year, the introduction of UPI along with the RuPay cards is going to be beneficial for both the people of India who wish to travel to Mauritius, as well as the trade and small businesses of Mauritius who in fact interact with these Indian tourists that visit every year, along with providing a more advanced way of payment system to the archipelago, as well as better and more secure digital payment networks that will be built by the introduction of the UPI along with the RuPay card introduction. So there will be a massive boost to the tourist activities, especially the Indian tourists who rather visits every year in large numbers. That is going to be a big boost for the small businesses of Mauritius, Mark.
We leave it there. Thank you very much, Akshay Dongre, for talking to us about India-Mauritius relationship. Meanwhile, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India has always been a first responder for Mauritius.
डेवलपमेंट पार्टनरशिप हमारे राजनीतिक संबंधों का अहम स्तंभ रहा है। हमारी विकास भागीदारी मॉरिशस की प्राथमिकताओं पर आधारित है। भारत ने हमेशा मॉरिशस की जरूरतों का सम्मान किया है। संकट कोविड महामारी का हो या तेल रिसाव का, भारत हमेशा अपने मित्र मॉरिशस के लिए फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्डर रहा है।